Hey guys, Karen from Curl House. I'm a licensed cosmetologist, a certified trichologist, and the owner of the Curl House Hair Restoration Collection. And if you have been following me, you know that I'm in the process of restoring my hair from hard water that damaged my hair and caused my hair to break off. So if you missed my first video, you can check it out above. So at this point in my journey, I just got a curly cut. So I just got my hair shaped. And if you missed that video, you can check that one out above too. But basically what I did, my hair breakage has caused my hair to look very sparse and see-through. It just looked horrible. So I did have to get it cut, but I got it shaped. And what the shape did, it kind of camouflaged some of the broken hair to make my hair look fuller. So this is my hair now. I'm loving the new shape. I did lose some inches, but it's okay. I didn't mind losing inches because what I lost in inches, I was able to regain in confidence because my hair looks so much better now. I'm going to talk about what I did next in this hair restoration journey. And what I did, I gave myself a good protein treatment. So in order to first understand why you need the protein treatment, let me help you understand just the very basic structure of a hair strand. Hair strand is made up of three parts. It's the outer layer, that's the cuticle layer, that pretty much protects the inner layer of hair, the cortex. And the cortex is what we consider to be the strength of the hair. And then some hair strands have a medulla, an inner layer. But to understand the protein treatment, you really need to understand the outer layer, that cuticle layer of the hair. Cuticle layer, I like to liken the cuticle layer of hair to blinds, like blinds in the house. I've used this example before. So with the cuticle layer, the blinds kind of it's different layers. So just like blinds, you have layers of hair that lay on top of each other. That is the cuticle layer. Now, when the cuticle layer is broken, when it's torn, it's weaker. And that is what causes the hair to get weaker because remember, the cuticle layer is the outer layer. The strength of the hair is the cortex, the inner layer. So if the cuticle layer, the outer layer, or the protection layer is broken, is torn, then that is going to compromise the strength or the cortex layer of your hair. And that is what is going to cause more breakage and weakened hair. So let me give you another example. Many years ago, the unthinkable or the unimaginable happened to me. A deer came through my front window, literally came from the outside. It jumped through the front window, broke the glass, broke the blind, and basically destroyed my entire house. So yes, that actually happened to me. And this is not a Geico commercial. It actually happened. Bambi came in my house. But anyway, I was able to find a little bit of footage from that time many years ago. If you can look at this footage, you see the window, but more specifically, look at the blind. Do you see how the blind is broke up, is tore, part of it is on the floor? That's very similar to a cuticle layer that's not healthy. It's broken, it has tears in it, it has holes in it. Very similar to, again, this blind. Now, I want you to think about that when it comes to, again, why you need a protein treatment. You need a protein treatment to help to repair your cuticle layer of hair. That is why you need a protein treatment. So a protein treatment will patch up the tears, the broken layers of your hair. A protein treatment will make your hair strong again. That is why you need to get a protein treatment. Now, my hair was broken off due to the hard water. So that hard water really broke down the outer layer of my hair. which is why it broke off so much. Now, you may not be dealing with hard water, but people who have a very weak cuticle layer, maybe people who bleach their hair. When you bleach your hair, that's a chemical. If you put permanent color in your hair, if your hair is relaxed, those chemical processes instantly break down the cuticle layer of your hair. It weakens your hair. So I don't know if you remember back in the day. I know I remember as a hairstylist and even as a person getting my hair done. I remember back in the day, the answer to hair that was breaking off or the answer to hair that was constantly shedding was, girl, you need a protein treatment. Now, back in the day, I didn't really understand it then, but I understand it now. With relaxed hair, again, your hair is weaker, so you need that protein to rebuild the hair. When you put chemicals in your hair, it breaks down the protein structure of your hair instantly. So you need a protein treatment to rebuild the hair. So with my hair, that is why I needed to get a protein treatment. Now, even if you don't have a chemical in your hair, even if your hair is natural, you have no color in your hair, you have no bleach in your hair. If you are flat ironing your hair a lot, you're breaking down the protein structure of your hair. If you are blow drying your hair a lot, you're breaking down the protein structure of your hair. Even if you're doing a lot of manipulation to your hair, a lot of twisting and retwisting, you may be breaking down the protein structure of your hair. And sometimes, depending on where you live, environmental pollutants can also break down the protein structure of your hair. So regardless if you have, again, a chemical process, or regardless if you don't have a chemical process, if you are wearing your hair natural, you need a protein treatment. Now, the question is, how often do you do a protein treatment? My recommendation in general, if you feel like your hair is healthy, if you are not experiencing a lot of breakage, if you're like a wash and go girl where you're not constantly twisting and retwisting your hair all the time and kind of compromising the protein structure of your hair, you may not have to do one every month. I recommend for you can do a protein treatment every 6 to 8 weeks. But if you're someone who is constantly twisting and retwisting, if you put a lot of heat on your hair, if you have permanent color in your hair, then you may need to do a protein treatment once a month. So let me bring it on back to me. With my hair, because I dealt with all of that hard water, chemicals, mineral buildup in my hair, it was important that I first strip my hair using a clarifying shampoo. I used the Curl House Follicle Stimulating Shampoo, which is a clarifying shampoo to start the process of stripping my hair. I also did an apple cider vinegar rinse, but the third thing I did was a protein treatment. And the protein treatment to my hair just worked wonders. It did. So there are many different types of protein treatments. Typically, I'll use the ones that's really designed for professionals because that's what we have in the salon. But the one that I use this time is what I call over the counter. I use Aphogee 2-step protein treatment. You can get it right from Sally's. The first thing that I did was the step 1 is a liquid. It's a very concentrated protein. Wash your hair, put it in your hair while it's wet, and you don't need a lot. A little bit goes a very long way. Put it in your hair, sit under the dryer. Do not put a cap on this protein treatment. Just sit under the dryer. That protein is going to make your hair hard, like really, really hard. So what it's doing is patching up the split, the torn pieces of that cuticle layer. It is patching it up. It is attaching to your hair strand, strengthening it, patching up the broken parts of that cuticle layer. That's step 1. Then I sat on the dryer maybe for about 25 minutes, and then I rinsed it out. Then I put in step 2, which is more like a moisturizing conditioner. Still had some protein in it, but it's still part of the Aphogee 2-step protein reconstructor treatment. So I put that in my hair, and then that's like a conditioner. I put a plastic cap over my hair, set under the dryer for another 10 minutes, rinsed it out. My hair felt amazing. I combed it through. I had very, very little breakage. Like, my hair felt then and feels now so much stronger. It is, y'all. It is getting better. I am repairing this hair. So protein treatment is part 3. So I encourage you all, even if you don't have heart water damage, which many of you probably don't, you still need to include a protein treatment in your natural hair regimen. Now, again, the one that I recommended is by Aphogee. That's a really, really strong protein treatment. There are some protein treatments that are not as strong. Many conditioners that have protein in them. I will put some below in the description, some other protein treatments that you may consider, but you may want to consider incorporating a protein treatment in your natural hair regimen. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want more information on caring for your natural hair, you can definitely sign up for my mailing list above. I put the link above. And if you like this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And until we talk again.